Imagination. There's no complication. Imagination.
Hello survivors! Welcome back to another video. How are you today, guys? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that Amazon link. If buying something from Amazon, the link is in the description, okay? So today we are gonna talk about how to get million troops as quick as you can. Of course, as quick as you can. It's just something like clickbaity because you are just coming to this video thinking that you're gonna get them in 1 week. And unless you are spending like millions of dollars, you're not gonna get them in 1 week. So, but how can you maximize the amount of troops that you're getting? So we are gonna talk about that here. So I'm gonna just walk you through like if you were a beginning, because well, yeah, I'm super strong compared to people in new states, and you might think like, oh, maybe this is different for me. No, it's that this is the same for everyone. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do, guys, you have to do if you want to just make sure to prioritize the amount of troops that you're getting is as soon as you start playing the game, you have to prioritize to upgrade your barracks, your range, and your garage. Because when you start playing the game, it is just asking you to train troops, and the amount of time that it's just like taking you to train troops is so little. You are just training the troops in like 10 minutes. Of course, you might forget to log in for 1 hour, you might forget to log in for 2 hours, and by the time that you remember, it has been like 2 hours. So you could have trained like way more troops, but you forgot to log in. So how do you prevent that? Well, the first like weeks of the game, you have to make sure to just focus on upgrading your HQ, and then alongside with your training like buildings, okay? Because by the time that you are increasing these training buildings, you are increasing also, of course, the amount of troops that you can train. As you can see here, training capacity, it's just increasing the training capacity. And of course, if you are training more troops, it's gonna take longer, and you are just gonna increase the amount of time that you have to be logging in every time, and it's gonna help you to be just training around the clock, which is just basically the main advice. You have to be training around the clock. Now, once you upgrade these buildings, you have to upgrade other buildings which are gonna help you to train troops faster. If you have a nice amount of troops training here and you wanna train them faster and you are just training around the clock, the buildings which are gonna help you here are the training camps, okay? As you can hear the info, more details. So you have training capacity and training speed. So it is increasing both. You also want to just increase these training camps and just get them up to date along with the training buildings, so that you can get a nice amount of troops trained, and at the same time you can get them trained quick. And if you are training around the clock, of course that's going to maximize the amount of troops that you can get. Now, the most important thing as well that you have to pay attention here is the research building. So a mistake that some people make is that in the beginning they focus too much in like battle. In the beginning, guys, you are not gonna even have troops. So why are you even focusing heavily on battle? You have to focus on development, because development, one more time, is gonna help you to get like, first of all, more hospital capacity, healing speed. In the beginning, you are gonna get attacked. It doesn't matter if you want it or not, you are gonna get attacked. And if you don't have like a high amount of like hospital capacity, guess what? You are gonna fill all your hospital, and after your hospital is full, you are gonna lose all the troops, or they are gonna go to enlistment, and in enlistment you still lose a percentage of the troops, which is like 25% if I don't remember. Yeah, 30%. So you lose 30% of the troops that goes to enlistment. You don't want to do that. So the other building that you have to upgrade is hospital. So along with the training camps at training buildings, you have to make sure that your hospital is up to date with the HQ level. That's what I mean, so that you can increase your hospital capacity. You increase your hospital capacity if you get attacked or you are doing events and your hospital doesn't get full, you are not gonna train troops. If you have this like up to date, you have the training up to date, and you are training troops around the clock, then of course you maximize the amount of troops that you are training, and at the same time you minimize the amount of troops that you're losing. Because the mistake that many people make is that they are losing a lot of troops in the beginning because they forget about the hospital or they forget about the research. So they do battling instead of development, or they do economic. Guys, you don't have to focus on any of this. You might focus on any of these at the point where, let's say, you wanna keep upgrading this, and it's asking you, oh, your hospital or your research building have to be, let's say, level 10, and you are level 9, and of course you are waiting for the HQ level to upgrade. Then you come here, because you cannot, of course, just do level 9 yet, because the other building is building. Then you come to battle and do one battle research and go up in research. But as soon as you have the next auction available, then you should be prioritizing research, okay, in development. Because one more time, prioritize hospital capacity, and as you can see here, increase the amount of troops that you can train at once, which just extend the time that you have to be logging into the game. And of course, you are going to be able to train around the clock. But more importantly here, increase troop training speed. So not only you increase the amount of troops that you are training, but increase the speed to which you are training the troops. So you want to prioritize development, and where should I recommend that to stop or something like this? You have to prioritize development at least till you get here, okay, to these ones. Because I think like past these points, you are gonna be already like with a decent amount of like training speed and a decent amount of like training capacity, and you're gonna have a decent amount of hospital capacity. Once you unlock your 6th march, well, you unlock it with a VIP, but well, once you unlock the max amount of marches you can send out, which is here, sorry, in the leadership. So once you get here, guys, believe me, just going here, you can do it just slowly, because you're gonna have a nice amount of like hospital capacity, troop capacity, training speed, and then you should be prioritizing them battle, okay? But just get to that point yet. In the beginning, you are not attacking anyone. In the beginning, people, if they're attacking you, they're gonna burn you anyway, because they are spenders. So don't believe the hype that if you prioritize battle in the beginning and you have a few more stats in infantry, that's gonna help you somehow. That's not gonna help you at all. So just do what you're gonna do, or just do what's gonna help you to maximize your growth in the beginning, which is just the development research. And after that, you move to battle, okay? So, and finally, guys, you have the talents. And this is gonna take you a while to complete, but once you complete the talents, you wanna be just in war mode, okay? War talents, because if you get to this, which is gonna take you a lot, but once you get to this, it reduces significantly, guys, the amount of like time that you need to train troops by hours. So you have to be training most of the time around in talent, because it also increases your training capacity. And one more time, it allows you to train around the clock. What I mean by training around the clock is the following. I'm gonna just do an example here. Let's say this one. Let's say, for example, okay, you have 1 hour. The troops are gonna finish in 1 hour. It's 10 o'clock at night. You are gonna go to sleep. Is it like, for example, a good idea just to let these troops just like finish in 1 hour? No, because you're gonna be sleeping the other 7 hours. So you're gonna be like 7 hours without training troops. So what I would like to do is just the following: before going to sleep, or before I know that I'm gonna be logging off for a long time, a few hours, I make sure to use a speed up, reset, and then I have 18 hours. Now, in my case, because I'm super high in level, it's 18 hours, so I can't be just like logging once a day and training still. But for you, it's gonna be like 8 hours. So by the time that you wake up in the morning, you are still training, and the troops are about to be ready, and then you can just like train again. And then in the afternoon, you log in again and train troops. That's how you have to do it. You have to be just training around the clock. You know, that's the best way, and that's the best way that you're going to recommend to maximize your troops. Because if you don't train around the clock, it doesn't matter what you do with research or with the other stuff, you are not going to get there. Now, finally, guys, the last point is like, don't be stupid. It's just the best advice. Don't be just losing troops for the sake of losing troops in the beginning. If you don't understand stats, you don't understand how to attack, etc. What are you doing attacking people? So you are just losing troops. It costs you weeks to get those troops back, that you're just losing one attack. So you want to preserve your troops. You want to bubble in events. You want to protect your troops, sending them to the towers, sending to a strongest player in the state for reinforcements, just camping them away from your settlement. There are so many ways to defend your troops. We are going to talk about that. But yeah, just have to make sure to do that, guys. In a state versus state, you have state versus state. Don't be just like going crazy. I know you see my video, you see the videos from other people, you think that you can do the same. No, I'm not going crazy every state versus state, because by the time that you end up losing, like, let's say, a lot of troops, by the time that you get to the next state versus state, you won't have recovered the troops. So you are always in a negative number every time you get to a state versus state, which is pointless, because then you're not going to maximize the amount of troops that you can have. So yeah, and that's the summary for the troops. I made a video like a long time ago. I think I was talking more than needed. I hope that this video I didn't talk more than necessary. I went straight to the point. So I hope this video helped you. See you next time.